Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Calypsonian Association, SVGCA, is developing a mentorship program for junior Calypsonians. This was disclosed by the president of the SVGCA, Earl Cabot-Bennett, as he discussed the importance of nurturing the youth in Calypso to ensure the art form's existence in the distant future. We hear more from Mr. Bennett.
Because you have to appreciate, if you don't nurture the juniors, there will be no succession plan. So we have to lay a lot of emphasis on the juniors. We tried in the past, and we're going to do it again, because people like Patrice and all these Calypso are very passionate about junior Calypso as well. And we are going to develop a mentorship program where, simply put, we get seasoned Calypsonians with junior Calypsonians. Because we don't want to have 40 junior Calypsonians. When they leave school, we only have 2 or 3 of them coming through.
That was the president of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Calypsonians Association, Earl Cabot-Bennett. The Calypsonians Association's presidents applauded local Calypso tents for their inclusion this year of junior Calypsonians in their cast for the 2024 carnival season. Founder and leader of the SVG Green Party, Ivan O'Neill, has passed away. According to numerous sources, Mr. O'Neill had been ill for quite some time and passed away at his home at 12 p.m. on Monday, the 27th of May, 2024. He was a retired warrant officer from the British Royal Air Force, having served as an engineer. He held the position of military instructor in the armed forces of His Highness, the Sultan of Brunei. Mr. O'Neill also held a bachelor's honors degree in accounting and financing from Oxford Brookes University, a master's degree in macroeconomic budgeting, planning and policy from Bradford University, as well as a master's degree in business administration from Leicester University. In the early years of his political career, he served as a treasurer for the Unity Labour Party. He would end up leaving the party in 2000 to join the People's Political Movement, PPM, which would see him contest the North Central Windward constituency in 2001. He formed the SVG Green Party in 2005, contesting the East St. George seat in 2005, 2010, 2015, and 2020. Still on the local scene, Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has questioned the level of contribution being made by local businesses to St. Vincent and the Grenadines' Carnival Festival, Vincimas. Prime Minister Gonsalves, during an appearance on WEFM's Issue at Hand program, said he has his doubts that the contributions being made are what they should be. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
A lot of businesses make a lot of money from Carnival. And the question is this: what do they put back in it? I don't want to pick any fight with the brewery, but the brewery makes a lot of money at Carnival. Do they put enough? Well, they will probably tell you yes, they do. That's a matter for discussion. The distillery, distributors of Caribbean, the traders, and all the rest of it, I have my grave doubts as to whether they make the contribution which they ought to be making.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, speaking on WEFM's Issue at Hand program. The Prime Minister comments about the contributions of businesses to Carnival come amidst calls for prizes for participants in the various Carnival events to be increased, with Calypsonians and lovers of Calypso in particular taking issue with the lack of increase in prize money for winners over the years. In the region, following the program for the endorsement of forest certification, PEFC recognition of the Guyana National Forest Certification System, GNFCS, Guyana's Ministry of Natural Resources has announced that Guyana's aspiration to achieve global standards of sustainable forest management has again been recognized internationally. According to the Guyana Chronicle, all forest management and chain of custody certificates issued by the GNFCS are now considered equal to those from the PEFC International Certification System. The PEFC is one of the two internationally recognized initiatives, the other being the Forest Stewardship Council, PFSC, promoting sustainable forest management through independent third-party certification. The GNFC is guided by three standards: forest management, chain of custody, and group certification. Still on the regional scene, in the importation of cattle from the United States of America has been suspended in Barbados, effective immediately. Barbados' Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Nutritional Security's Chief Veterinary Officer, Dr. Mark Trotman, has implemented a ban on cattle due to the outbreak commonly referred to as bird flu. He stated, due to the emerging nature of the highly pathogenic avian influenza in animals other than poultry, especially in dairy cattle, a temporary restriction has been placed on the importation of all live cattle from the USA. The restriction applies only to live cattle, not cattle meat or other livestock or livestock products. Dr. Trotman said that this will change as more information becomes available. On the international scene, Pope Francis has apologized following reports that he used extremely derogatory language towards gay men. A statement from the Vatican said the Pope did not mean to offend anyone and apologized to those who were hurt by the use of a word. At the Italian Bishops' Conference, the Pope reportedly said that gay men should not be allowed to train for the priesthood, adding that there was already an air of protiagine, which translates as a highly offensive slur. This meeting was in private but was widely reported. The Pope's reported comments were first conveyed to the Italian tabloid website, Da Gospia, and were soon confirmed by the Italian news agencies. There has been shock at the reported language, particularly as Pope Francis has often talked publicly of being respectful towards gay people. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.